Thank you for giving me that extra 5 seconds to get the group under control. And I want to be clear, because accuracy matters, that, once again, raise your hands if you thought that speech was better than you expected. I want to get a wide shot of this group. Trump's speech. Virtually everyone in this room said it was better. Inspiring. But now, which speech was better? His State of the Union speech that he just gave, or his inauguration speech?
This one.
You all think this one? So here's my question. Is this the real Donald Trump, yes or no?
Yes.
I think it's a lot closer to him because he's learning what it is to be a politician. He's learning how to work with both sides.
Being a politician's a good thing?
You have to learn the machinations of how the whole thing works in order to be effective.
He was humbled instead of arrogant and narcissistic.
Let's see the next time somebody says something bad about him or says something that he doesn't like. Let's see how he reacts.
And again, this is not on-the-job training. I cannot go into a job knowing absolutely zero and be in the position. This is not on-the-job training.
That's what we have. But what we have was someone who's never held elective office. So I expected this over the last 30 days. And I don't think this is the real Donald Trump, but I do think this is the President Trump.
This cannot possibly reflect personal development by Donald Trump, since just today he was saying outlandish things about the raid in Yemen where that SEAL was killed.
Yes.
Right. So what happened? Wait a minute.
Inclusive president.
Not outlandish.
He was inclusive. He offered a lower leave to the opposition, and yet they come at him and bite. Why? Why don't you come and join us and work with us? Do you have to be so
That is no way the real Donald Trump.
No way.
Real Donald Trump will surface in probably less than 2 hours.
And quite frankly, it wasn't an olive leaf he was extending. He wasn't saying, I am willing to work with Democrats. He was saying, Democrats need to work with me, which is a very different thing to say.
And quite
The Congressional Black Caucus
did where he said, I won.
Hey, hang on.
Exactly.
The Congressional Black Caucus offered to meet with him. He offered to meet with the Congressional Black Caucus, and they rejected it.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
After he said that, at his speech, they said, hello, Trump, we sent you a letter.
Yes.
We sent you a letter, so they sent a letter first.
Yes. The
Get your
gentleman
facts
that he
straight
claimed
before
that he
you
was going
tell
to be
the
meeting with from the
untruths on
Congressional
national
Black
TV.
Caucus.
Okay, we're not all going to jump all over Mark at one time.
Let's focus on tonight. I think this is the Donald Trump needs to be, and the next thing he needs to do is delete his Twitter feed.
Absolutely.
How many of you don't like what he does on Twitter? Raise your hands. How many of you voted for him and don't like what he does on Twitter?
Do you even have Twitter if you voted for him? Do you have Twitter? Because that's where you're going to see your real president. If you don't have Twitter, you cannot defend Donald Trump.
I want to see him just like what he did tonight was talk about a lot of policies. He seemed more presidential than we've seen him. Cynical or not, absolutely. I don't like how he talks on Twitter and attacks people. I want to focus on running the country and policy. And we can disagree on policy, but I think this is a good start if he's consistent with this.
I agree. He should be more inclusive with everybody and not to accuse everybody of something wrong, just to see the benefit for everybody.
You're Latina, right?
Yes.
Did you vote for him?
Yes.
Are you first generation here?
Yes.
Where were you born?
Guatemala.
And yet you support him.
Yes.
Tell me why.
For jobs. I came here because I wanted an opportunity, not a hangout. And the problem with here is that, anybody comes in, they have a kid, and they start collecting money. That's every single person I know, that's what they do.
But there are a lot of other people
Yes,
who
there
are
is a
in
lot of,
school
I
or
don't
in
have
the
any
military.
kids, and I didn't collect. I haven't collected.
Right. And neither have these people. They're working.
But the majority it is.
I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that's true.
Well, go to school, and ask who has the benefits. Go into the schools. Into the schools, you ask each kid.
Do you know how many white people are on welfare?
I don't care about white people.
But
my point is that we came here for an opportunity, not for anything
Can I
else.
ask you all a question?
Wait,
can I ask you all a question? Clearly, I cannot ask over here. You guys back in Washington, you just mentioned the word immigration. You start the conversation for 10 seconds, and the place goes berserk.
That means that we are in trouble, and we need quick resolution, and we need to put the system back in order. This nation has been damaged to the degree that nobody agrees on anything anymore.
we have to observe the rules of law. We have these laws.
You guys agree with that?
We have to observe
And
the laws of civility first before we get
And we will preserve the laws of civility, and we will start right here in this room right now. Back to you guys in Washington.